Hi, turtle, turtle, turtle. Are you turtle enough for the Turtle Club? Because over here at Black Girl Fire's Cosmic Revolution, we are turtle enough for the Turtle Club. Welcome, rebels, cosmic souls. How y'all really feeling out there? Good? I hope so. I hope so. I hope so. Welcome to another excursion with Black Girl Fire's Cosmic Revolution, where we are on a mission to pioneer the world's first neurodivergent focused social media production company dedicated to amplifying the superpowers of being neurodivergent and providing economic and exposure opportunities for neurodivergent Black women within media, tech, and the art landscape. And if you don't know by now, I'm fire. Because I stay bringing that heat and yes, in that order. Welcome, 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 welcome. So, on today's excursion, we will be diving deep into exploring imposter syndrome while navigating entrepreneurship and what that looks like specifically for neurodivergent Black women living in America. And our virtual scavenger hunt for today is to find any photos, article, or soundbite that provide like insight into the situation with Wendy Williams, because the world has witnessed the exploitation of Wendy Williams in a 4-part Lifetime docu-series. Which is a great example of how neurodivergent Black women voices and pain is being silenced due to medical racism and exploitation within Hollywood media, because I know I experienced it all and then some, which have all led to my to me feeling like an imposter while navigating this entrepreneurship journey, while also being a neurodivergent Black woman. But it's all about the turtle over here at Black Girl Fire's Cosmic Revolution. It is our spirit animal and mascot. It's like here at Black Girl Fire's Cosmic Revolution, it is all about embodying the essence of the turtle, of being open to slow movement, of building a solid foundation and taking those baby steps and crossing T's and dotting I's to ensure everything is in place to set us up for the ultimate version of success over here at Black Girl Fire's Cosmic Revolution. So my personal experience with imposter syndrome and entrepreneurship while being a neurodivergent Black woman living in America, because let's be real, America's society is inaccessible and unaccommodating for neurodivergent individuals and especially neurodivergent Black women. Because when you look at the identity of being neurodivergent and a Black woman, there's so there's like three strikes against us, like identities that leave us feeling like a second or third class citizen in America, that be having us feeling like an alien navigating a foreign society. Like, not only are we Black, we are woman, but we also neurodivergent, which also falls within the disability identity. And when we think about disability identity and the laws that are supposed to be in place to protect people with disability, such as the ADA, the Americans with Disability Act, or like in my case, I'm in Chicago, there's the Illinois Human Rights Protection Rights, something like that. That add another component to the protection of people with disability rights here in Chicago. So Chicago is also known as one of the leading cities in the country that's doing a that's for disability representation, tools and resources. But there's so much work that needs to be done to implement these laws to protect people with disabilities. Because like, I know in my situation, like, I had to file so many disability discrimination complaints, because it shouldn't feel like pulling nails to ensure that I get the appropriate tools and resources and accommodations to ensure that I receive equal access to public facilities or tools and resources that can be more accessible for my neurodivergency. It shouldn't be that hard. And I know, like, this journey for me, um, I'll go way back to November 18, 2004, when I was in a life-threatening car accident. I like to categorize like the different periods in my life as BA and AA, kind of like BC and AC, like before Christ, after Christ, before accident and after accident. So that's how, like, I like to it to understand like my experience, because I just like being a 19-year plus traumatic brain injury survivor. I find myself on navigating different timelines, so often feeling stuck in like the past and not being able to be fully present in the present, or to be stuck in the future, which kind of cripple me from living my best life in the present. And I know, like, I dedicated 2023 to unmasking. And if you have any stories or journey about unmasking, please put it in the chat, so we can share community on and our different experiences of what it's like unmasking, because unmasking in an inaccessible society isn't for the weak. So, like, unmasking, I dedicated 2023 to unmasking. It left me feeling vulnerable, helpless, open, unprotected. But I feel like that's something that needs to happen in order to help me to identify like how I allow myself to be treated in the past, how my voice have been stripped away from me, how I have been left defenseless to stick up for myself, and how I allow others to dictate my reality, because I didn't know how I was going to live a comfortable, successful, independent life. It has only been, it would officially mark 3 years on July 31st, 2024, since I've been living on my own. And so much has happened, like so much I didn't know, like so much codependency and trauma bonding that I had to navigate through. And but officially living on my own and unmasking has taught me that I I definitely had or still have the imposter syndrome while navigating entrepreneurship while being a neurodivergent Black woman. Cause it's like the constant question, like, am I good enough to be an entrepreneurship? Like, who will support me? Who will buy my products? Like these are questions that often win my head and stuff. And also the fact that I know what my life was like just like 3 years after being in a near-death car accident and being diagnosed with severe frontal lobe TBI, and how TBI placed me in so many potential situations that had almost ended my life or placed me in a situation where I didn't want to be because I do not look good in an orange jumpsuit. And how I had to become a shell myself because I have other neurological challenges that that makes me not feel like myself. That 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 leave me acting on impulsivity, that leave me not feeling in control of myself. So those are like some of the things like that led to me experiencing imposter syndrome. And also just knowing that like I'm multifaceted, I'm multidimensional, I'm a jack of all trades. Like I can do so many things, but it's kind of like society only wants you to be good at one thing, and it's like society, and especially a lot of neurotypical people, have a hard time of understanding the multi-layer and dimension of like idea of the possibility of what something can be, and which left me feeling like my whole being, my whole existence was paralyzed. Like, and I know like a lot of like TBI survivors, they say like it feels like their brain is like paralyzed. Like I dealt with that a lot, and which left me feeling stuck and stagnant, and left me feeling sorry for myself because I was witnessing so many people receiving opportunities and achieving like their goals and working with other people, and here I am trying to make fetch happen, and it just ain't happening, and it just left me feeling like a failure. But since I've been embodying the essence of the turtle and embracing the nature of taking baby steps, and 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 taking the time to build a solid foundation, and to really find people who truly support me and who really gets my vision, and not people who I gotta constantly explain or beg for them to get it, or to accept me or to provide me with equal opportunity as they provide to someone else. It just became tiring and exhausting. But just embracing the essence of the turtle has literally changed my life, which has become a result of me unmasking, which led to so many revelation of how I allow others to dictate my reality, how I had imposter syndrome while navigating entrepreneurship, while being a creative being, while being an artist, while just being a neurodivergent Black woman living in America, and especially how just remembering life before the accident and all the things I was able to do, and now being fully present in AA life after the accident, and not feeling like myself at the core, not being able to do the bare things like that have all contribute to me having that imposter syndrome while navigating entrepreneurship as a neurodivergent Black woman living in America. And yeah, so now is the time, the great reveal, for us to find our findings, whether it's a photo, an article, a soundbite of of any updates that you can find regarding the Wendy Williams situation, and I will share my screen with you with what I found. So I found like a photo, and I chose this photo because I think this is like a kind of like a before and a good before and after photo of Wendy Williams. Like before, like the picture with her in like the yellow jacket. To me, it kind of is a representation of before she was placed in like a conservatorship, but now they want to use guardianship to make it sound more sweet and kind after what happened to the Britney Spears conservatorship, but it's still a conservatorship. And the reality of the situation, like thousands of people with disabilities are placed under conservatorship, where they are robbed of their humanity, their independence, where they are robbed blindly of their money and their homes, which is currently happening with Wendy Williams. And I think, and I would categorize the picture of her with the jean shorts and a black top of like a actor photo of her being placed in a conservatorship. And after the world witnessed the exploitation of Wendy Williams in that 4-part Lifetime docu-series, like it came out that Wells Fargo's placed Wendy Williams on a conservatorship because they deemed her incompetent to manage her money. Now, like I personally didn't know that financial institution had this power over us, that they can just like deem like rob us blindly and steal our money and just label us as incompetent and place us under a conservatorship. Because like this was back in 2022, because during that time, like it was like stories like Wendy Williams was trying to get her money from Wells Fargo, but then we didn't know then that they placed her on a conservatorship, and they tried to make it seem like her family was stealing money from her and took her out of the care of her son, where we've seen so many videos of her doing so well, her health progressing. But then her son was threatened with jail time if he didn't return her back to New York. and where we see the results of that in the four-part Lifetime docu-series. And like lawsuits came out that Wendy Williams is facing lawsuits for unpaid taxes and other things. So it's like if Wells Fargo's deem her as incompetent to handle her money and claim her family was stealing money from her, why under this conservatorship, why isn't her taxes being paid? Well, I have a good inclination because I feel like she's being robbed blind, like they taking her money. Like she even, I didn't see all four parts of the Lifetime docu-series, but I saw clips where she said like, I have no money, it's all gone. And it had even came out the judge that appointed her conservatorship appointed it to people who give funds to her campaign, which is a conflict of interest. And it's just like this is like a freaking travesty that this is happening, especially in America. It's supposed to be the land of the free, which is a freaking illusion, if you ask me. But I think right now, like with all that's happening in America and in the world post pandemic, it's a great opportunity for us all to co-create the new earth that's more inclusive and accessible for all. Because like we talk about what does inclusion and accessibility look like for people with disability, but we all need to understand that American society, the world is so inaccessible for all, especially if you don't meet the status quo, the standard beauty standards. Like if like you not a size 2, if you're not heterosexual, if you're not a Christian, if you're not a Republican or a Democrat, and so it all, so on. Like we are all forced to live in an inaccessible society. And and one thing like I want to remind you, I want to invite you to be a part of Black Girl Fire's Cosmic Revolution. And you can become a member by rocking your DWA. DWAA simply stands for being disabled with an attitude. Because over here at Black Girl Fire Cosmic Revolution, we are being bold. We are being unapologetic. We are taking up space. We are no longer waiting on others to give us permission to exist, to give us validation to be free, to express ourselves authentically. And it's all, and by purchasing your DWA tea today, you will be helping contributing to the pioneering of the world's first neurodivergent focused social media production company. And thank you for joining this cosmic excursion. And until next time, and remember to be kind and gentle to yourself. And yes, in that order, turtle. Are you turtle enough for the Turtle Club? Because over here at Black Girl Fire's Cosmic Revolution, we are turtle enough.